Hi, this is Liz Haddock from Social Work Exam Strategies, and today we are going to review the National Association of Social Workers Code of Ethics. Listen to the recording anytime, anywhere.
The Code of Ethics will be presented in 7 videos. This is video number 5 out of 7. Ethical Standard number 5, Social Workers' Ethical Responsibilities to the Social Work Profession.
Next, we will review Code 5.01, Integrity of the Profession. A. Social workers should work toward the maintenance and promotion of high standards of practice. B. Social workers should uphold and advance the values, ethics, knowledge, and mission of the profession. Social workers should protect, enhance, and improve the integrity of the profession through appropriate study and research, active discussion, and responsible criticism of the profession. C. Social workers should contribute time and professional expertise to activities that promote respect for the value, integrity, and competence of the social work profession. These activities may include teaching, research, consultation, service, legislative testimony, presentations in the community, and participation in their professional organizations. D. Social workers should contribute to the knowledge base of social work and share with colleagues their knowledge related to practice, research, and ethics. Social workers should seek to contribute to the profession's literature and to share their knowledge at professional meetings and conferences. E. Social workers should act to prevent the unauthorized and unqualified practice of social work. Now we will review Code 5.02, Evaluation and Research. A. Social workers should monitor and evaluate policies, the implementation of programs, and practice interventions. B. Social workers should promote and facilitate evaluation and research to contribute to the development of knowledge. C. Social workers should critically examine and keep current with emerging knowledge relevant to social work and fully use evaluation and research evidence in their professional practice. D. Social workers engaged in evaluation or research should carefully consider possible consequences and should follow guidelines developed for the protection of evaluation and research participants. Appropriate institutional review boards should be consulted. E. Social workers engaged in evaluation or research should obtain voluntary and written informed consent from participants when appropriate, without any implied or actual deprivation or penalty for refusal to participate, without undue inducement to participate, and with due regard for participants' well-being, privacy, and dignity. Informed consent should include information about the nature, extent, and duration of the participation requested and disclosure of the risks and benefits of participation in the research. F. When using electronic technology to facilitate evaluation or research, social workers should ensure that participants provide informed consent for the use of such technology. Social workers should assess whether participants are able to use the technology and, when appropriate, offer reasonable alternatives to participate in the evaluation or research. G. When evaluation or research participants are incapable of giving informed consent, social workers should provide an appropriate explanation to the participants, obtain the participants' assent to the extent they are able, and obtain written consent from an appropriate proxy. H. Social workers should never design or conduct evaluation or research that does not use consent procedures, such as certain forms of naturalistic observation and archival research, unless rigorous and responsible review of the research has found it to be justified because of its prospective scientific, educational, or applied value, and unless equally effective alternative procedures that do not involve waiver of consent are not feasible. I. Social workers should inform participants of their right to withdraw from evaluation and research at any time without penalty. J. Social workers should take appropriate steps to ensure that participants in evaluation and research have access to appropriate supportive services. K. Social workers engaged in evaluation or research should protect participants from unwarranted physical or mental distress, harm, danger, or deprivation. L. Social workers engaged in the evaluation of services should discuss collected information only for professional purposes and only with people professionally concerned with this information. M. Social workers engaged in evaluation or research should ensure the anonymity or confidentiality of participants and of the data obtained from them. Social workers should inform participants of any limits of confidentiality, the measures that will be taken to ensure confidentiality, and when any records containing research data will be destroyed. N. Social workers who report evaluation and research results should protect participants' confidentiality by omitting identifying information unless proper consent has been obtained authorizing disclosure. O. Social workers should report evaluation and research findings accurately. They should not fabricate or falsify results and should take steps to correct any errors later found in published data using standard publication methods. P. Social workers engaged in evaluation or research should be alert to and avoid conflicts of interest and dual relationships with participants, should inform participants when a real or potential conflict of interest arises, and should take steps to resolve the issue in a manner that makes participants' interests primary. Q. Social workers should educate themselves, their students, and their colleagues about responsible research practices.
We have completed ethical standard number 5, social workers' ethical responsibilities to the social work profession. This is video number 6 out of 7. In our next video, we'll be talking about standard number 6, social workers' ethical responsibility to the broader society.